Hi friends, welcome. I call you friends now. Have you noticed it's coming all the time? It's here. I can't get rid of it. We're friends, okay? Thank you. Thank you for finally admitting it. I just totally forgot what I was saying because I did that. I don't know what happened there. Welcome back to my channel. My name's Jack. This is JTH Books. And it's time. It is time for the July wrap up. Oh, I don't know what happened there. Whew. So, as we know, June. Bad reading month. It was a bad reading month. 6 books. You know, it didn't go great. I am pleased to admit this has gone better this month. If my maths is right. I think I've read one more book. I think I've read 7. I'm just going to double check because they're right there. And I could have saved myself the embarrassment if I'm wrong. 7. So yeah, maybe we're starting to get back on track. Because I don't like this reading slump. I don't go out. I only have 2 friends on this planet. All I do is read. Although I will have to say, I have just bought a Switch. So who knows how the reading's going to go in August, because I've just bought a Switch. And I've started Stranger Things. Very behind, I know. If you've watched anything, don't spoil it. Well, I watched up to episode 3. It's too scary for me. It's too scary for me. I'm a wuss. I was like, terrified. But I am carrying on. I'm going to be brave. But you're not here to hear about TV. You're not here to hear about... You are not here to hear about TV. That was 2 different hears. That was tricky for me. So let's crack on with the book, shall we? Let's crack on. First up was Husband Material by Alexis Hall. Boyfriend Material, one of my favourite books that I read last year. Oliver Blackwood. Marry me. Just marry me, okay? Here's my proposal. Oh, you're not real. Just very excited for this one. I was really excited for this one. It is 5-star prediction. It is one of my most anticipated sequels of the year. Friends, this got a 1 star. It got a 1 star. I just can't believe how much I didn't enjoy this. Now, it does say some great things about gender and about what it means to be in a queer relationship and what that looks like in a heteronormative society. And there's a character in here, Alex, who makes me laugh. But that's sort of where the buck stops. The rest of it I just didn't enjoy. You know how sometimes you have to go to a wedding and you don't really want to go, and you sort of say to people around you, I don't really want to go. I don't know anyone there. I don't want to have to talk to anyone I don't know. We all know that feeling. Be honest with yourselves, you know. Well, this book talks about that, and then the characters that go to 3 weddings, and then we have to go to 3 weddings, and you just don't care. It's 250 pages of nothing before it happens. I think, really, this tried to be funny, and it is funny, but it lost the romance. It lost, like, what Luke and Oliver were in the first one, or what the first one ends and you think it's going to be. And it just failed for me. It also kind of made me lose my love for Oliver a little bit. It's my one fictional love, and it's gone. Yeah, this is out tomorrow, 2nd of August. And there is a 3rd one coming, don't get me wrong. Will I be reading the 3rd one? Absolutely. Absolutely. But it didn't do it for me. It did not do it for me. Next up is one that did do it for me. Absolutely brilliant. 5 stars. One of my favourites of the year. Oh, it's incredible. It is... Oh, you can't say that. God's Children Are Little Broken Things by Arinze Ifeakandu. It is absolutely brilliant. This is a short story collection. I'm not a short story boy. But I read sort of 3. 2 I've really liked and 1 loved. This is absolutely brilliant. This looks at queer love in Nigeria. And it's just brilliant. I don't know what else to say. I read the first story and I thought, oh, well, that was incredible, you know. But you know, with short stories, they dip, and it never dipped. It never dipped. I just loved them each more as they went along. I think Arinze is a brilliant talent. I absolutely loved this book. I loved it. It is, well, I think it's one of my favourites of all time. I want to try and get the hardback edition. I don't know if it came out in hardback here in the UK. I'll have to have a look at Blackwell's maybe. But it is absolutely incredible. Incredible. I have read Vagabonds, this, and Here Again Now this year. Well, Here Again Now is set in the UK, but they're Nigerian British characters. Nigerian queer fiction is where it's at. It is where it's at 2022. This is out now. If you love short stories, if you love queer fiction, just pick this up and read it. It's phenomenal. It was phenomenal. Well, to me anyway. You might not like it. And I hope you like my pink jumper. Can be able to get changed. Next up was my non-fiction for the month. Excuse me. My non-fiction for the month, and that was Gay Bar, Why We Went Out by Jeremy Atherton Lin. I've finally done it, y'all. This has appeared in a few TBRs, and I hadn't read it. I done it. I actually really enjoyed it. A proper 4-star read for me. I loved how it looked at queer culture and what it means to be in bars and what it means that they're going and how it's changing and how they used to be and what a safe space they were and what an experimental place they were and, well, you know, a bit of a dirty, dirty place they were. But, yeah, and I think I loved how it's told through the author's memories. It's a bit like a memoir in that sense. And I don't know why it took me so long to read it. Could this be my favourite non-fiction of the year? Because I can't remember any of the other ones I've read. So yeah, probably my favourite non-fiction of the year. Next up was another sequel that I read this year, and it was This Is Lost by Andrew Sean Greer. Loved the first one. I love Less. I think it's brilliant. This one, I still haven't made up my mind. This is essentially about Les's old partner dies, and Les was living free in his flat, and when he dies, now he owes 10 years of rent. So he starts taking these jobs to be able to pay the rent, and he sort of goes on a travel almost across the USA. And the ending of the first one that made this really special sort of happens all the way through. So it's not a bad book by any means. I just don't think it lives up to the first one. But it's not bad. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know how I still don't know how I feel about it. Maybe it will grow on me. It just sort of felt a bit like, was it needed? Was it needed? But it also wasn't bad. Conundrum. I'm having a conundrum in front of you, friends. Yeah, I don't. It's out. When is it out? September 22nd. So I've still got time to dwell on it. Well, I haven't, because I was meant to tell you guys, but yeah, no, it's not bad. The writing is sort of a bit like the first one, whimsical, and it's really sort of flowy and lyrical, and then you get these really sort of moments of sadness and poignancy, which just hit harder because of how the writing is, which I really, really like. But was it needed? Was it needed? But it wasn't bad. I can't stop saying that. 22nd of September. If you like Les, I'm pretty sure you'll like this one. Next up was Milk Teeth by Jessica Andrews. You won't have seen this, but I've done that 3 times. And every time I said Milk Teak. What's teak? When I started this one, I thought favourite of the year. I did think favourite of the year. As it carried it on, it's not. It's not a bad book, again, by any means. It just didn't go anywhere. This is about a girl. I don't think we ever know her name. Or do we not know his name? No, I don't think we. Maybe we don't know either of the names. But essentially, she starts seeing a man. He moves to Barcelona. She sort of follows him, really. She follows him around, and then doesn't make sound very interesting. Let me read the little thing. A young woman struggles against toxic culture of body shaming, questions if she's worthy of love as she travels between northeast of England, Paris, and Barcelona. So yeah, the toxic body shame and trigger warnings for eating disorders quite heavily. It's all done really well, and the questions for love, it is done well, but you sort of never get the answer. And I guess there aren't always answers in life, but I like answers in my book, okay? It just felt maybe if it was longer, it would have answered some questions, or at least figured something out. The writing was beautiful. It was beautifully written, and you know, it had the writing style that I really like, where it just draws you in, it flows, it's deep and it's meaningful, but it just didn't resolve anything. I can't even remember how it ended, to be honest. But I know it didn't give me what I wanted it to give me. So I'd give it like a 3-star. I've never done star rating before on this channel. Now I'm just like, stars. But yeah, Saltwater by the same author, I would absolutely pick up because of the writing style. Just maybe this just needed a little bit extra punch. But like the love in it, I felt was real, and yeah, it's not a bad book. I just want to, none of these have been bad. I just want to reassure that. Well, apart from kind of husband material, but we'll forget that. Yeah, so thank you to the publisher for this one. All of these, apart from Gay Bar, have been publisher given, so thank you. Bless you, I appreciate it. Next up was one I won in a giveaway on Instagram. Giveaway winner. And it was The Feeling of Falling in Love by Mason Deaver. Love this. Absolutely love this. It's a YA book. It's got a trans main character. It's got another character that's questioning their gender. If you ever see this on male books or Achillean, that's not it. Tell them all. Well, don't tell them all. But just know, trans story, the trans main character, and a questioning character. So we don't want to see it on any Achillean list, okay? But it is brilliant. This is about Neil, who is sort of a friends of benefits with this boy Josh. Josh tells him he loves him. Neil's like, no, I'm out. And then it's spring break. He goes to his brother's wedding, and then his roommate Wyatt. Why did I forget that? I loved Wyatt. Who he doesn't like, but he asked Wyatt for the week to be his fake boyfriend because Josh will be at the wedding, and then I think the fake dating happens, and it was so sweet. And look, Neil could have been really annoying because he's not that nice, a bit of a liar, but I think Mason crafts him so well and so sort of deeply that you can see the struggle and why Neil was doing this. So it didn't annoy me, because it really could have. I've hated books because of that before, but it was a pleasure. I love to read them falling in love. Oh, sometimes you just need a YA book. Sometimes you just need to knock it out of the park, and that's what happened. And there's many fans of Mason Deaver. If you haven't read any of their books before, you can start with this one. This is the 2nd, but it has been moved to the 16th of August. It's just lovely. Sometimes YA just is it. Sometimes YA is that girl. Okay? Don't come for me. It just is. If the angle's changed, because I hit my knee on the thing I'm leaning it on and the phone fell. Lastly, for the month, which I finished just the night before the month ended last night, isn't that lovely, was Teen Couple Have Fun Outdoors by Aravind Jayan. Now, this is about a couple who, in maybe like the sort of their last year university, they are outside and they have a little bit of a steamy time. Not full steam, but a bit of steam. And it gets caught on camera, and then everyone finds it. And it's the fallout from that, really. And I think what this novel does really well is it will make you think, because the people that get the people that are caught on camera doing some acts, they're devastated by it, but they're not sort of thinking, oh, my life is over, this is so embarrassing, this is, but their families just lose their minds. And it's set in India, and because of this video, the families want the couple to get together, have an arranged marriage now, because they didn't know they were dating before this. So it looks at all that, and it does that really, really well. It shows you the different generations' views, and it shows you the Indian culture of arranged marriage, and I can't think how to put it. It shows you just how different people react to it, but it's told from the perspective of the dude in the video, his younger brother, which I don't think always worked. I think maybe it would have worked better if you got it from the couple in the video or their parents. But I will say on the back, one of the wittiest, laugh out loud funny. It wasn't. I didn't laugh once, and I've got a brilliant sense of humour. That was a Kevin Quinn. Quim. I will say on the back, one of the wittiest, laugh out loud funny. It wasn't. I didn't laugh once, and I've got a brilliant sense of humour. That was a Kath and Kim quote. If you've seen Kath and Kim, the Australian version, we're best friends. It wasn't my favourite of the month, this one. It was just a bit, maybe it made you think too much, because I don't know. It was just, I think it was from the perspective of the brother that it didn't work for me. It sort of felt like you were still on the outside too much. And of course, I sort of did side with the younger people of look, if it happened to me, I'd cry my eyes out for days, but it wouldn't change my life. Well, it would, but okay, here's the thing. Everyone in this book sees the video. It goes around like wildfire, and I don't know how. The dude, his parents are being rung by aunties and uncles and neighbours, and they're like, I've seen the video. And I'm going to say, how did you see the video? If you're so disgusted and ashamed by this video, why are you watching it? How have you found it? Who's found it? Who's found it spreading it? Why has it got 400,000 views? I think that was what annoyed me. Or it wasn't explained how everyone suddenly saw this video that made it into such a big deal. But yeah, this one's out now. It's sent to me by Seven Tail. Seven Tail brilliant, and published some brilliant stuff. I've said that before. Check them out. But not bad. It's not bad by any means. It's just a bit... It's quite a heavy book, and it's quite short, but it took me a while to get through. So yeah, that is it for me for the month. 7 books. Oh, that's 6. 7 books. I'm quite proud of that. It was overall a good reading month, to be honest. There wasn't... Well, I can't say give book 1 star and be like, there wasn't a bad one in the bunch. But because of my love for Oliver, I won't consider it bad. Oh, can you hear me tapping? I don't want to do that. Oh my God. I say a lot. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I need to say it again. If you like this video, which, God, it's been a mess, you shouldn't. Feel free to give a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe. I just hit 200, which I'm quite proud of, because this is a mess. So 200 messes. Oh, stop tapping. Oh, I said again. Yeah, feel free to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you're going to read any of these, if you've read any, or what your favourites of the month was you think I should pick up. And I'm going to speak to you all really soon.